with some of those oranges. I think you got a couple into the stands.
Oh yeah, the one I had threw by the family, I had to try to get it to my little brothers now.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
why I was trying to
Nice.
throw it as far as I could. Obviously, you see, that's why I'm playing quarterback.
Juggling in your future,
I was going to
man.
say, yeah.
That was impressive.
Yeah, that's my little circus act, just to work on my hand-eye coordination, though. Yeah.
What does it mean to know you guys are moving on down to the Final Four?
Man, it's really just a blessing, just getting the opportunity. Just this whole year, just been a grind. Just to be one of the last teams standing. Just get another opportunity to play. It's just exciting to be here with my brothers.
Watching that defense perform today, what was that like?
Man, we see it every single day in practice. So when they come out in the game and do it, it's really no surprise.
Does it get frustrating? You guys missed a couple of the fourth downs. Does it get frustrating for the offense when you're like, oh man, like we left some points on the field there, we left some points on the field there? And what was that like to sort of keep composure, stay together, while also realizing like we got to do a little better than this?
Oh yeah, just like human nature, you get mad when you don't convert because we know what type of offense we are, but we just tell each other, next play, next drive mentality.
You appreciate the fact that Dan keeps pushing and will keep pushing the envelope though?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You transfer here, you had an up and down college career up until this point. So just for you personally to be in this moment, to be in the Final Four, what does that mean in terms to you in terms of your journey?
Man, just a blessing. Just has been, like you said, up and down. But just to get an opportunity to, play in the biggest stage. That's why I came to Oregon. So just to see how everything's playing out, how I wanted to play out. Just God is great.
What was that catch like? You barely got your foot.
Man, just that catch. I come out there and me and Tay make it look easy. But man, we've been doing that since I touched down in Eugene. So. It's just been reps on reps on reps. He trusted me, and I just went out there and made a play for him.
Speaking of Dante, he came up to Atticus. I saw him go up to Atticus post-game and say thank you for what you did out there. Just the fact that this team is so in tune with everybody around it, like, what is that like for you? And what was it like on the sideline when Atticus was kind of keeping you guys in it?
Man, it's just really exciting to know that all three phases, we're very elite. So, sometimes, offense, sometimes it's not clicking, but, we know that special teams and the defense got our back. That's why it's a team game.
Especially with what you do on special teams, do you feel extra pressure in a game like this where it was tight and offenses were struggling to create a big play?
No, I wouldn't say I felt, pressure. It's just been banked reps. I've been doing punt return for a while, so, I love that pressure, honestly.